What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. 2000.
Big brother almighty, most eloquent leader of Gamma Phi Gamma. Woo!
In a nostalgic mood today. Everybody that's watching my reaction so far, I'm building it. I'm building it up. I got asked today at work. Were asking me about what song do you feel like is the most underrated song you've ever heard in your life? And also there was another question. What song out there do you feel is the most like influential song that made you just want to do something? And people was answering some stupid questions, stupid answers like, "Oh man, when I listen to this rapper and this rapper, they made me want." I'm like, man, nah. So I posted this joint. There's a joint when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I was coming up doing my thizzle, and like in the '90s, culture was different. Culture was real different back then. You know what I'm saying? We took influences from different men and women, black men, black women. Culture was so you had to be in tune with what was going on, man. You really had to be in tune to what the fuck was happening out there because we was on some other, you know what I'm saying? And we was like on some next level positive. Everything that came out back then up until like maybe 96, 97 was like almost everything, not everything, but a good majority of the content we were receiving was like positive stuff, like go to college, get married, you know what I'm saying? And and with black folks, it was like go to HBCUs. So there's this cat named J.R. Swinga. He's more professionally known as J.R. Hudson. Oops, I got rid of that. I didn't mean to do that. But J.R. Swinga is a rapper. I don't even remember this dude coming out with a whole album. I just remember one song. I remember my uncle AJ. Shout out to my uncle AJ. He used to be the program director for Power 93.5. Well, it was Power 93.9 back then, but now it's Power 93.5 because they moved to, I don't know, it was something stupid they did. But back then they didn't play no rap, but they would get all this hip hop, like from record labels. And me and my cousin, Aunt Travels, big up to Aunt Travels, bro. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up, for real. But we would go through it. And I remember he pulled out this one. It was a CD by J.R. Swinga called Chocolate City. And I'm like, okay, Chocolate City, okay, cool, whatever. And he had the video too. It was on VHS. This is how old I am. I'm telling you my age.
Damn. I'm sorry.
We popped in the tape because we lived off of videos. Videos was like the whole vibe back then. You watched videos. You didn't like it. Was back then. Music was consumed very differently back then. We consumed it so different. Like you had a video, then you listened to the song. You didn't really go the other way around. You had to see the video first. You had to see the visual where the artist was going. So we pop in the video, and the video was dope. You know what I'm saying? They was in school, and it was like nothing but black people. It was magical, man. It was like magical, and I didn't really believe there was a school. I thought it was all fantasy. I didn't believe there was a college out there, let alone a bunch of them, where there was a bunch of black folks. I'm from Kansas. You know what I'm saying? And it made me research it. And then I ended up not going to HBCU because HBCUs are expensive if you don't live in the state there. And so in order for me to go, I wanted to go to Norfolk State University. In order for me to go to Norfolk State University, I would have had to move to Virginia, stay there a year, get all my license and stuff transferred over, and then I could go. And wasn't nobody about to do all that. So, but anyway, this is Chocolate City by J.R. Swinga. This is like one of the smoothest beats I've ever heard in my life. The flows is smooth. It's all positive. Shout out to all the Divine Nine. He definitely got them repping in here. So here we go. Let's check it out.
feel for you. I really do desire to be real with you. The vibes are kinda live, so let me set you straight. That we could swing the app in the chocolate state. If you think I'm the man, baby, take my hand. We'll step through the set, cause the scene is grand. And everywhere you go, you see nothing but darkness, nothing but blackness, nothing but chocolate.
Man, I wanted to dress like this dude back then. I wanted the hoodie. I wanted all that. Man, it was so... I want y'all to pay attention to something. I want y'all to just peek the vibe. Hold on, let me see if I can go back to it. All right, you see how everybody was looking back then. Look at the women. Look at the young men. Nobody was looking crazy. Wasn't no sexy red. Wasn't none of that stuff. You know, they're in school. They're looking presentable. In fact, the way Homeboy's looking now with the hoodie on, that was considered blasphemous because he got the hoodie and the hat on. And, you know, I mean, I know this is his video. He's rapping, but it looked, this was the blasphemous shit right here because it was like, hold up, man, you got your hood up. Take your hood up in my class. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the teacher going off if this was real life, you know what I'm saying? But this was this was how it was back then. And honestly, I fucking miss it, man.
And everywhere you go, you see nothing but darkness, nothing but blackness, nothing but chocolate. And in 4 years we'll be gone, trying to move on. But who's in the rush? The world is a fuss when you get to the gritty. So let's enjoy our lives in the chocolate city.
Look at the Alpha's kicks, Alpha stepping, Q's. I don't know who that is. Ladies. Up. AKAs.
I think I'll pick you up around 12 at noon. Once I get my frat brothers out the room. Clean up the cards, throw away the cans. And now I'm just chilling in my B-boy stance.
Man. It was so different back then, man. I fucking miss it, bro. Y'all ruined everything. This new generation, y'all ruined everything, man. It was, oh my God, this vibe was so different, bro. I was lied to, bro. I was supposed to grow up and be able to experience this. I didn't. I ended up going to Wichita State and Wichita, Kansas. It was nothing like this, man. I mean, we tried to make it like this, but you know what I'm saying? They wasn't fucking with us like that, man. Man, that vibe just felt like it was just great, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I talked to who went to HBCUs back then, they had such wonderful stories to tell. And now it's like...
Windowsill and watch the sister step. Brothers stand around trying to build their rep. But I forget my ills when I chill with you.
Look at that black love.
I'm working mad jobs trying to pay my fees with nothing to eat but some government cheese.
You know what's crazy? Back then, if a dude was broke and he was in college, a lot of women didn't even trip on that. They would really help you. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? One of my older homeboys, I remember he went to Langston in Oklahoma City. And his wife, you know, they tell me stories all the time. They always talk about Langston. Because I think their daughter is actually going to Langston next year. And she used to talk about all the time how, like, you know, my boy was like super broke all the time. But whenever he got money, he would treat her or ask her if she needed anything. But she was like working like a really good job down there. And, you know, she was also doing stuff on campus. So she always had a little bit of bread. Her parents made sure she was good. He was there kind of struggling. So she basically helped him pay his way through college. And, you know, they're married. You know, he's loyal. He's like super loyal. Probably one of the most loyal dudes I ever met in my life. So. But big up to him and his wife and his whole family because, you know, they build their legacy on HBCUs and positivity and all that shit. So big up to him, man, for real.
I know that you're aware what you say, I don't care. You even help me out with my book.
That's right.
And we be bumming rides everywhere we go. As long as we're together, yo, that's how we flow. It's hard to be alone when the world is against me, but we can survive, right, in the chocolate city.
Fellas, remember... everybody who went to college, all my college folks, remember when you was in college and you got like something that just advanced your college time there, like when you got your first car while you was in college, or you got your first apartment while you were in college and stuff like that, and you had your girlfriend come over and or you go pick your girl up and she's all shocked because you got the car now, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to bum rides no more. You know, you ain't got to, like, you can go pick her up from work, you know what I'm saying? And now she wants to come over and get vitamin D. You can just scoop her up, you know what I'm saying? You know, you might say, hey, babe, you know, I I need a little bit of gas money. She'd be like, I got $5. Remember when $5, you put $5 in your tank, that was a quarter of a tank? Man, y'all ruined everything, man.
In the chocolate city.
Man, working in that cafeteria was no joke, bro. Like, I worked in the cafeteria at Wichita State. I quit. I only quit because the foreigners was pissing me off. It had nothing to do with the management. I love the management. They love me too. But them foreigners, man, they like whenever the management was there, it was a black woman. She was there. Everything was fine. But when the foreigners was there, they purposely tried to get me fired. I remember they wanted to hire this other two people, but they couldn't hire them because I was working there. But I ended up quitting. I shouldn't have quit. I shouldn't have quit on it. But anyway, they was always harassing me and telling me I wasn't doing a good job cleaning something. And I'm like talking trash. I was like, man, Miss such and such, this is how you supposed to do it. Well, I'm here. You shut her. Not her. You do what I say. I'm like, you know what, pussy, you can have this job. And I would walk off and dude chase me all the way to my dorm. Are you coming back? Are you coming, man? If you don't get the hell away from my door before I call security on your ass. And then the next day, my boss was like, man, you can't be walking out. And I said, nah, homeboy was talking crazy to me. I tell you what, let's just say each other time I quit. And I was like, whatever. But I ended up going to DJ at the club anyway. I was making way more money at the club, DJing 2 nights a week versus working at the damn cafeteria 6 days a week. So I think that was a win.
To all the K's and all the Q's. The A5A's and the Captain and the New. To all your brothers trying to get the check. To all your sisters trying to gain respect. In the chocolate city.
Man, this is extremely motivating, man. I want y'all to know, man, the only thing I hate about HBCUs is
in the chocolate city.
How they like price gouge, and a lot of people say they don't really got nothing to show for it. Like they don't really be taking care of the kids at some of these schools. You know what I'm saying? I would have much rather them really put a lot of more effort into these kids. My daughter is considering going to HBCU, man, and I'll be damned if she go down there and they do her dirty. You know, so I want her experience to be really good. You know, so I'm actually thinking about going to an HBCU online. I haven't quite given up on my dream, but
yeah, this one goes out to my man Rollo. No, A5.
Man, this song is so dope.
His boy Show. Yeah. Shorty Cool V, FAMU Posse, Upton Posse. My boys in New York, Randy Rand, Shelly Shadow, Cock Black.
Man, this song is so damn dope, bro.
Yeah, we could swing this in the chocolate city. Keep up your grade.
Look at that. He didn't say one neck. The beat is tight. The lyrics are tight. He ain't saying nothing negative. He ain't down talking to women. He ain't done nothing too crazy. This song should have blew up, man. Real talk. This is probably one of the dopest songs I've ever. The real talk. I'm not even exaggerating. I think this is one of the dopest songs I've ever heard in my life. So to the young brother, J.R. Hudson, and he's done a lot of work. He's worked with Jill Scott and a lot of other cats as of late. And he's still on it. He's still doing his music thing. He doesn't have a social media. I would tag him in this because brother is definitely, man. I ain't gonna front. There's an instrumental to this song. I might redo this song for real. I'm actually getting back into music, so I'm really considering redoing this song. But I really love this song, and I think it's one of the most influential songs I've ever heard in my life. So I really think that. But I think we need to get back to the basics as a people. I think we need to get back to what, inspires us as black people to be great. I mean, it's like a lot of good things have happened in the last 20 years, but I think we can elevate that. So, anyway, it's your boy, Mr. 2000. Remember, Physical media is better than digital media. Always support your artists. Buy physical copies. Make sure they get their coin. Holla at your boy. Peace.